Hello everyone, welcome to Sakhi Paper Studio, and in this video I'm going to create this beautiful card that you see on screen, and it's going to be a little technique oriented. And so to begin with, I'm going to create the base first using this green color cardstock. The complete size of this cardstock is 10 by 7, so when you fold it you get 5 by 7 inches, and all the cardstocks that I'm using are 250 GSM. So the base is green and on top it's brown, and once again on top of this brown color I'll repeat the same color as that of the base. So base green, middle brown, top green, and then white. That is what my final decision was. So each panel is a little smaller than the previous panel. I've added 3 layers so that it looks complete. Why? Because the base of the panel is white, it's 5 by 7, and I'm making a landscape card, and hence I decided to go with 3 layers. Now I'm going to work everything on this white panel, and I have a rough idea as to how I'm going to layer everything. Now the next step is to do some die cutting. So I'm taking these mushroom dies, the bigger and the medium size, and running it through this die cutting machine. This is the small die cutting machine that I have, and it's very handy for me to use on my craft table. And if you closely notice, I'm also keeping all the smaller pieces in a tray like this. So I have run the dies twice, once with white and once with maroon colored cardstock. Now I'm placing this on a rough paper, and using a dot tool and some glue, I'm going to stick the white color pieces on top like this. Why I'm doing so, you will see in a bit. So this is going to take a lot of time, and it has taken a lot of time, so I will pause the video and complete it on my own. It took me about half an hour to complete it. So now you see how beautiful these mushrooms look. Now I'm going to do some stamping. I'll stick the panel down using washi tape, and with the help of archival jet black ink, I'll stamp the image down like this. And I'm not going to be too perfect because I do want to use my fine liners to set the entire border nicely. Fine liners are also waterproof, so it helps me use watercolor pens or pencils like I'm using right now easily and conveniently without any tension of bleeding. So the watercolor pencils that I'm using are from DOMS, and using a watercolor brush pen I'm ensuring that everything glides smoothly, and it does glide smoothly. So I was very happy with the result. I once again went in with the darker shade of green, and this time, since there was a little water left, I loved how it blended smoothly with the light green color which was already present on the paper. Now it's time for me to stamp these on a separate panel because I'm going to do some fussy cutting. Using the same archival ink, I have stamped the image down. With the help of fine liners, I went ahead and did some outlining, did some watercoloring, now doing some fussy cutting. And once everything is set, then I will go ahead with layering. So this is how I'm planning to layer, and I want to ensure that the hedgehog remains on the seat of the bicycle as if it's riding the bicycle. So there are some mushrooms on the grass, a colorful bicycle, and the hedgehog who is truly enjoying riding the bicycle. I added this cute shimmery small butterfly, and for the sentiment I'm going ahead with this. It says sending happy thoughts. Now the stamp set that I've used is from Crafty Scrapers, and since I wanted a bit of bold look for the sentiment, I used VersaFine Onyx black ink. Now distressing the edges, of course, using Vintage Photo Distress ink. And now it's time to layer everything. I want again this card to be a little lifted, a little raised. So before I use double-sided tape, I have used corner rounder. The first panel, the green color was R7 size, and the rest of the two is R10. Okay, and now it's time for me to add double-sided tape. So for the brown, I have used only once double-sided tape, removed the backing, and then I've stuck it, making sure that the borders are even. Same process I have repeated for the green color as well. And before I stuck the outermost panel, I thought of one more idea. I shifted the image a little towards left, and I thought of adding a few strips of cardstock papers just to add this little, a fun element. So I stuck using glue nicely and also trimmed off the extras. This is just for the added interest. I could have gone with the same simple layout. This is just something different I wanted to try out, and I was very happy with the result. And for the final touch, I'm using double-sided tape even for the white color panel, and using it twice to give that extra raise. So if you happen to use 2 times the double tape, you get more 3D effect. And that completes the card. You can also add a paper inside and write your thoughts and send it out to those whom you wish speedy recovery, or to your pen pals, or anyone whom you wish to send happy thoughts. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much. See you all in my next video. Bye everyone.